I know it's early, and I just woke up, so maybe I'm not seeing things clearly, maybe I'm confused, maybe I'm still seeing things in that dreamlike manner, but I'm watching this guy, Navarro. Wasn't he the guitarist for Jane's Addiction and the Red Hot Chili Peppers? He's looking old. Either way, he's talking about how he says all these things out in public and he writes them down in a book, but he won't stand in front of some committee to talk about them. And why is it he won't stand in front of a committee to talk about them? He says, because he holds allegiance to the Constitution and the President of the United States. And evidently, the guy who was President of the United States isn't anymore, has invoked like executive privilege, so nobody's allowed to say anything in front of someone that matters. So he's listening to that, and the thing that confuses me more than anything is if he's remaining loyal to the Constitution and the President of the United States, he's listening to that poor guy. I don't see anything in the Constitution that says there can be two presidents of the United States at the same time. And, I mean, you can't have two presidents arguing back and forth at something. Isn't that why they've got the First Lady? Isn't that her job? Is to tell the one president what he should be doing? It's like in What We Do in the Shadows. You can't have two people in charge. They're going to be biting each other all the time. So you give one the legal authority to be in charge, and you've got another one sitting there fucking backbiting and screaming in their ear and back of their head. Yeah, that's as close to it as we can get, I suppose. It's still one guy that's in charge. And it was the Constitution that on whatever day that the 20th of January, I don't follow these things, said that this one guy is now the president. If the Constitution said that this guy is president, then that poor guy cannot be president anymore. It means he's not. And to further believe is this guitarist Navarro, he must be on acid. Can you to believe like he does that this president is a former guy is still this president instead of this former president? It means he's turned his back on the Constitution. So now he's taken his belief system out of what's written, which is the way these people go by their laws. It's got to be written, right? No rules of thumb here. It says it, it says it. It's not like being in front of HR when you're supposed to get 3 summary write-ups before getting a day off without pay, a suspension. And instead they say the first time you ever do something, you get a day off without pay, a suspension. They never use the word suspension. And then you look at Harrington and you say, but isn't it supposed to be I get written up 3 times before this happens? And so then these people say, oh, well, this is a special case. Okay, so now we're dealing with special cases with all these people that believe wholeheartedly in this Constitution, which they're being kind of sneaky about and turning on. This is supposed to be written So if they turn on the Constitution and choose that poor guy, whereas they were with the Constitution and that poor guy before, and that poor guy was going away, they say, oh, get rid of the Constitution. So now they're following the words and the insanity of a single human character. I'm not sure if these people really believe it or if they continue to say they believe it to get other people to believe it. I mean, I'm becoming more and more convinced that right now, at this time, in this day and age, if enough of these people decided they wanted us to believe that, oh my gosh, we were wrong, Santa Claus is real, then suddenly everybody's gonna believe in Santa? If that's the case, I don't think we'd be getting Santa. I think we'd be getting Krampus back.